Okay, so I'm going to do a kind of a review of the Ibanez Jem. I bought an Ibanez Jem about 2 weeks ago off of eBay, and I thought it would be the end all beat all of guitar for me because I like the Ibanez RG. I've got a cheap RG, and it plays phenomenally well. It's the cheap version. It's not even their Prestige or Premier version. But I thought that Ibanez would be it for me, and I especially like Steve Vai. He's one of my favorite guitarists, and I idolize him. So I bought a Jem, and I gotta be honest with you, I really don't like it. I'm not 100% sure why, and I've given it a nice go, like definitely enough time to see if I would appreciate it, but there's just something about it there's several things I don't like, and I'm going to get to those right now. Okay, so yep, the neck is extremely thin. It's the Wizard 2 that they have. And it's got the Tree of Life inlay, which is really pretty, but it throws me off. Like, I'm used to practicing my solos and looking at the dots, and I'm not awesome enough that I can play without looking at the fretboard 100% of the time. And so when I come up here, when I'm supposed to start a solo up here at the 7th fret, and I'm just looking at the inlays, they don't correspond with the dot here. And I know that doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but honestly, it does. Because I've conditioned myself to look at those dots, or at least something that's similar to it when I start a solo. And it's throwing me off. I've messed up a few solos playing with it, and I'm not sure that I can, adjust for it. I probably could after like hours and hours and hours of play, but I'm not the kind of guy that has that kind of patience. I like the monkey grip. It's really awesome. That's one thing that I really, really love about the guitar. But these pickups, they are DiMarzio pickups that are made for Ibanez by DiMarzio. And I'll tell you, they don't get enough squawk. Like, they just don't grab enough gain. I've adjusted the height of them to the strings, especially the one in the back, and it just won't get enough scream. I've got some Seymour Duncan Invaders on my Schecter that just screams so much. And with my style of music, which is like 80s shredder, 90s, and a lot of more gain-oriented music, I really, 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 really need tough pickups that can do that. So also, the Ibanez trim system is the low TRS Trim 2. It's not that bad. I don't think that the trim low on this Jem 555 is that bad, but it's still like after 3 or 4 songs, I have to kind of tune up the fine tuners, and it seems like it's a little more work than I have with my original Floyd Rose in the Schecter. And I hate to keep harping on the Schecter, but it just plays so much better to me. The design is, your standard Fender Strat looking body. The neck's a little bit too thin, and this is my next point. I do like the thin neck because I play fast lead, shredder style lead, but you see the difference between here and here, and the way this is kind of smooth edged. What happens is the thinness here forces my thumb. It forces my thumb, this muscle right here. It forces it to compensate and push against the neck to hold my hand in position. So I'm doing this quite a bit. I'm constantly doing this when I'm playing. Now, in contrast with my Schecter, my thumb is just kind of like laid around like this, and it's a little more supported, and I don't feel the need. But you see how much my fingers come across to the fretboard? It doesn't suit my playing style. And I'm not saying that it's not a good guitar. It's just not a good guitar for me. My playing style is my fingers are kind of coming across like this. I need a little bit more thickness back here so that my thumb meat can like rest against the back of that neck. And I couldn't seem to really adapt to that. I tried and tried and tried and just couldn't adapt to it. And so I've put this up for eBay, actually, for sale on eBay. And I hope it sells soon because I would like to get something that's more comparable and it fits me a little bit better. But I thought this would be the end-all beat-all guitar for me, since it's designed to Steve Vai specs. It is the Jem 555, so it may be a little bit less quality than the other Jems, the 7s, and maybe one of those would suit me a little better, but I'm not sure. but for the money, I think I could get so much better guitar for the price that I paid for this guitar. So yeah, the Jem didn't do it for me. And I've got a cheap RG that does do it. And my Schecter, which has a much thicker neck. I don't love the thicker neck, but it's a little easier on my thumb, as I showed you in the video. So anyways, this goes back to tell you that you need to find a guitar that you can put in your hands. Don't order guitars online without having any knowledge of them, which is what I did. I don't know. But you need to put guitars in your hands, play them, and see how they feel. Go to Guitar Center, go to the pawn shop, pick up a guitar, and play it. And if it feels good to you, then get that one. Don't order a different one. Get the one that feels good, because there's so many variables for guitars to make them sound and play good. So anyways, the Jem, I'm sure it's great for a lot of people. It's just not great for me.